15 years her elder. She stands 1 inch taller. Both came in on point. 125.3 for Cortez, 125.5 for Muraski. For our official introductions, it's Joe Martinez.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, 3 rounds of action. This in the Invicta FC Flyweight Division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. Standing 5 feet 3 inches tall, she weighed in officially 125 1/3 pounds. Tonight, she makes her professional debut fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona. Here is Tracy Cortez. Her opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. She weighed in officially 125 1/2 pounds, and in 3 bouts stands perfect. 3 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Fort Collins, Colorado, here is the undefeated Cheri muraski. And your referee in charge of the action is Jason McCoy.
Jason McCoy getting this flyweight assignment. It is Cheri Muraski meeting Tracy Cortez. TJ DeSantis, Julie Kedzie, Invicta FC 25. We are live tonight on Fight Pass for the Tachi Palace Hotel and Casino. Muraski punching her way, trying to get on the inside of Cortez. She does. Now she's in the clinch. Cortez said she's a pressure fighter. We'll see if she can reverse the pressure here and dictate the clinch.
It was a big, pretty big knee there from Cortez, but getting herself in these kind of entanglements is not a great idea against somebody whose intent is to take it to the ground.
Nice.
However, look at the way, look at the way Cortez is moving. You know, from the start, she was bouncing on her feet, whereas Muraski just kind of sauntered up there with her punches, and it's interesting to see if that's going to play out, that movement-based kind of striking. Also, I would say, notice the way that Muraski pulls her head to the side a little bit when she's throwing punches, TJ. It's something to keep in mind. She might be susceptible for leg kicks.
Cortez now has an underhook pushing Muraski up against the fence. I like the head positioning here from Cortez as well.
Yeah, that's very nice, especially with cornrows. You know, I hate to point that out, because it's necessary, but those things can grind on your face.
Nice right hand gets through by Cortez.
Seeing some blood flowing already here, TJ. And Cortez is nicely framing the head to throw those elbows and throw those knees from clinch position. Muraski's grabbing around the head, which is actually, with jiu-jitsu, might actually work out better for her in a takedown because she can kind of drag, but Cortez was able to defend that even though her back is up against the cage now. I just don't know why they grab her on the head, TJ. It infuriates me.
It's something you've said since day one. All right, now we see Cortez trying to get some space. Muraski trying to put some punches on her. Now Cortez firing some more hands. Blood flowing from the nose of Muraski. Into the body by Cortez.
We can see Muraski actually put her hand up to block that. She might be fishing for a takedown, but I think some of those knees actually, that was one knee, but in some of the exchanges, the knees actually did some damage to the body. Cortez is a game fighter right here. Like, she really wants a high pace, and kind of Muraski's sucking her into this kind of slower, like, pulling
Nice standing elbow there from Muraski. Cortez answers with some strikes of her own, and again, putting the head pressure there. The nose of Muraski is leaking. Halfway point of the round.
Again, a nice knee there. The liver section is really a good place to be targeting in those exchanges. It can slow down somebody trying to take you down, hitting them in the body.
Now back at space, a kick from Cortez.
And that's what I really think she needs to do, a lot of low kicks. She doesn't have the reach here, and you can see that as Muraski backs her up. She doesn't have the reach, but if she moves around the outside and she hits those low kicks, she's going to have success.
A couple of right hands got through there by Muraski. Now back against the fence. Cortez able to reverse the position. Seen both ladies land a variety of strikes. While Cortez, I think, has been hit maybe a bit harder than Muraski has. It's Muraski that's bleeding pretty badly from the nose.
Yeah, I agree. I think that Cortez has actually been backed up by some really hard shots, even though they maybe came at a stranger pace for her. But maybe Muraski's just kind of a bleeder. Maybe her nose is susceptible to shots.
Another left and right.
Whoa.
But Muraski eats a hard combination from Cortez.
And you can tell that fired Cortez up quite a bit. Even though her leg was grabbed, she was able to fight out of it. Oh, well, that is an interesting choice. Going for a double leg against the jiu-jitsu practitioner.
A minute left to work here in this round. Cortez trying to change it up. Muraski able to stave off the takedown for now. It'll be interesting to see if she gives it up. She was very confident that if this fight goes to the floor in any way, shape, or form, she would be the one that is in control. Looks like she has a Kimura grip.
Yeah, she's working that Kimura to get out of the position. Cortez's head was down just a little bit too far. Now you can see Cortez is defending it, grabbing the inside of her thigh. Smart move, I think, but now it's about head position. She really needs to get to a position where she can pull off and really wrench her arm out.
The Kimura grip can open up a lot of possibilities, takedowns. It can also obviously turn into a submission. Muraski getting a little bit careless here. Looks like she's giving up her back.
She is, but with Cortez's back against the cage there, she's not going to be necessarily in the most danger. It's actually easier kind of to
some
turn
nice elbows
around.
here by Muraski.
Oh, I didn't hear the bell. My bad.
Looked like maybe one strike got in behind the bell, but the bell wasn't very loud. 5 minutes in the books, though. Tracy Cortez and Cheri Muraski. A lot of action there, a lot of offensive output. Pretty evenly matched fight.
A lot of action, and it's interesting with Cortez. I'm going to run this chick down. She was actually the one who ended up backing up a little bit, but I don't think she did badly after that initial exchange of getting pushed up against the cage. She got some pretty good shots in there herself.
Cortez making her pro debut here tonight, but was an amateur champion. Let's take a look at some of this action, some elbows here that maybe opened up.
Yeah, and we see they were kind of tying each other's arms up, but that was beautifully done by Cortez, where she based on the head and then slid through that elbow over the top, and those nice kicks. And then again, I was mentioning these knees. She's been hitting the liver with some pretty hard knee shots. Now, they haven't put Muraski down, but they've definitely affected her. And then there's some low kicks, that beautiful exchange where she pushes her back. Muraski is not having any of that. She's pushing forward as well. Every time she gets backed up, she tries to push forward again, but it's interesting to see what's going to happen this round.
Two newcomers here in the flyweight division, Cheri Muraski, Tracy Cortez. Big knee and a right hand finds a home for Cortez. Another kick finds a home there for Tracy Cortez. Now into the clinch.
Now we're seeing that fight for inside position here. Now we're seeing Muraski throw some knees, to the inside. It's a nice way of distracting your opponent to get a better grip. Throw a knee and then grab down for bicep or grab down for wrist. Double underhooks there for Cortez, but she's not doing much with it, just kind of holding right now.
Mentioned Cortez's wrestling background. Has the double underhooks here, but Muraski 3 inches taller. I think that might be sort of posing some problems for Cortez inside this clinch.
Oh, for sure. The lower the body weight or the lower the center of gravity, the better off for a fighter. But when you're taller, you can also brace kind of on the face, push up against somebody, and make it very hard for them. If you break the hips or you break the head in a posture, then you're able to kind of do what you want to do to the other fighter.
Now back at space. Another kick finds a home for Cortez. Left hand knocks the mouthpiece of Tracy Cortez out. Muraski trying to capitalize. Jason McCoy stepping in to fix the mouthpiece. I don't know if I would have moved in at that point. It really disrupts the flow that Muraski may have had coming off of that strike.
It does, and it looked like she knocked that. That was a hard shot. You saw that thing flying. Let's watch the replay on this a little bit. It was a kick to a big left hand, knocked it right out. But to Cortez's credit, she kept fighting through that.
Maybe aided by the referees, Cortez, but that is in the past now. Muraski able to initiate the clinch.
Yeah, and she's really driving forward a lot here, TJ. Her pace has improved a little bit, too. I think she knows that she's got a live one here, so she's got to push for positioning.
We saw that beautiful elbow in the first round from the clinch position by Cortez. We'll see if she tries to utilize that once again. But right now, Muraski posing a lot of trouble here for Cortez in this takedown department.
She is, yeah, Cortez has really not been able to finish those takedowns quite yet. She's going down for these like single legs, and she's pulling the body out, but her head is not in a great position to finish any of these, nor is her hips. She is almost just kind of pulling frantically and not getting underneath where she needs to be to complete that takedown.
Cortez needs to watch her head. Playing with a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
And this positioning, she is ripe for some hard body shots or some hard knees to the face there. Yeah, you've really got to watch putting your head there. You can see she's got a guillotine locked on, and she's going to drape it over the body to try and finish it. Nicely done, pulling it down.
Oh, she taps it, it's done! Cheri Muraski via guillotine. Nicely done for the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt. Cortez made one little mistake, Julie, and she paid dearly.
Yeah, you have to put your head in the right position if you want to take somebody down who's been on the ground for a while and understands how things work. That was very nicely done with that guillotine. She really draped over, pulled down, was able to initiate the sweep and then switch over to finish the submission.
Tracy Cortez said she was a pressure fighter, and Muraski was able to stand up to that pressure. Walk us through the end.
So let's watch that. So she's got it locked down. They're kind of spinning around in circles, and you can see that Cortez is trying to pull her head out. Now the positioning wow, that was a shaky camera angle, TJ. I got a little nauseous. When Muraski's trying to pull her down over, you can see actually Cortez is getting ready to tap. She's kind of ready for it, and we actually see the tap happening right from that angle. She's tapping both hands. Honestly, that was probably happening mid-air, the actual choke to the tap.
Not the debut that Tracy Cortez wanted, but just the submission that Cheri Muraski was looking for. She moves to 4-0, 1-0 now in Invicta FC, and that's really what she said she was going to do. She was going to play her Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu game, but it was complemented by a bevy of strikes on the feet. She got her nose busted up. She found herself in a fight, and she answered Tracy Cortez's offense with all the right answers.
She really did, and she initiated kind of the fight, which is not something we expected from, her opponent saying, I'm going to run this chick down. We saw quite the opposite with Muraski.
To make it official, here is Joe Martinez.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 2 minutes, 42 seconds, round number 2. Submission by guillotine for your winner, Cheri Muraski.
Cheri Muraski victorious in her Invicta FC debut here tonight in Lemoore. She will speak with Laura Sanko.
All right, I'm here with our winner, Cheri Muraski. Give a second for my mic to come on. I'm here with our winner, Cheri Muraski. Congratulations, a very hard-fought Invicta FC debut. Just give us your thoughts on the performance tonight.
She was definitely a lot stronger than I thought she would be. Came out a lot more aggressive, more tough. But yeah, I'm just happy with the results.
She came forward with a great deal of pressure. You ate some very hard shots, delivered some shots of your own. Were you hurt at any point?
No, not at all. I'm a big bleeder anyway. I usually don't. I don't know. Yeah, it was a good fight.
You've got 2 big fans at home, your teenage sons. Anything you want to say to them?
Yeah, Ryan and Christian, I love you guys. I know you're watching on TV. I hope you're proud of your mom.
Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, Cheri Muraski.
The Jiu-Jitsu player is triumphant tonight. Cheri Muraski moves her record to 4-0, giving a shout-out to her 2 teenage boys at home who aren't supposed to be watching, but she knows they probably are on UFC Fight Pass. Cheri Muraski victorious tonight here in Lemoore, California. Enjoy live and exclusive events, original programming, and the world's largest MMA library on UFC Fight Pass. Download the UFC.tv app today.